What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. I just purchased gas. Like, buying gas for me is such a huge annoyance, but I just filled my tank up because I am headed down to school. I have class this evening. Well, it's not even really class. Today is the day that I do my full head-to-toe physical assessment to get graded on it. So I'm trying to get to school earlier. It is currently 1:40 p.m. I'm not due to be there until 5:30, so I'm trying to get a head start. That way I can relax, wind down, do some practicing, review those darn cranial nerves. Oh my goodness, like, cranial nerves are so annoying, but I think I do have them down pat. Like, I know them, but I do better when I can write them out and write out what is sensory, what is motor, what is both. But for this assessment, I'm not going to be able to write it out. So I've been studying, guys. That's why my content has been a little bit slow to come out, because this is like the week before the last week of school. Anyway, I have one more week left after this week. So I have like exams, I have finals, I have this whole head-to-toe assessment thing that I've been practicing for. So I'm going to jump on the 295, headed towards DC, headed down to where my school is. Here on campus. Oh my goodness, it was such a struggle walking across from the parking lot over to the building because it's cold as I don't know what. So I've pretty much settled here in this area, and what I'm going to do is do some review. I'm going to watch a YouTube video on this one lady who does a really good health assessment. So I think I'm going to link it in the notes when I have time. I'm going to put it there in case any of you want to refer to it. I think it's a very good resource. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and review, wait for my friend to get here so we can practice on each other. I'm pretty confident that it's going to go well. So Tiffany and I are studying. We've gone through the cranial nerves about 15,000 times. How do you feel about it?
Okay, I guess.
We're ready. We got it. We got it. So I'll see you guys when I come out, okay? It's almost, we have another, what, 45 minutes?
45 minutes.
We have another 45 minutes. We're good.
I think we'll do it.
Yeah, we got it.
We can handle this.
We got it. So Tiffany went to the bathroom, and I'm currently in the examination room. The first group is going first. Well, they weren't even supposed to go first. We said we were going to go first because we were here practicing from ever since about 3 o'clock today. But the professor was like, no, they're going to go first. So we're just here waiting. And yeah, I think I'm ready. White coat, check. Wish me luck. Good morning. It's Friday and I just got to my PRN job, right? So let me tell you guys this. Before I come into work, I usually call the staffing office to find out what unit I'm going to be on, right? And the reason why I'm calling is because in the past, I knew it would either be like ICU. Usually it's always ICU. But because I missed competency, I missed ICU competency, and I'm making it up next week, they banned me from working on the ICU. So I was like, okay, that's fine, because I can work anywhere else. I'm not one of those nurses who's like, oh, I can't work outside of ICU. Like, I've been there, I've done that. I've worked med-surg, I've worked tele, I've worked IMC. I'm just like, okay, you guys, I can't work ICU, send me wherever. So that I called this morning because I need to find out where I was going. Like, what med-surg unit are you guys sending me to? And they were like, oh, you're going to ICU. And I was like, ICU? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, y'all short staff. You ain't got no nurses. Oh, now Kendra is good enough, non-competency and all, to go work on y'all ICU today. So let me hurry up and get in, because I did get here early. I'm trying to do better by arriving to work early and not punching in at 7:07 and 7:10. So it is 6:52. Let me go ahead and rush in. I'll catch up with you guys later. Why, when I pulled up on the unit, they was like, oh, Kendra. And I was like, oh, Kendra, nothing. Because y'all was surely funny acting, talking about, oh, well, you can't pick up shifts with us until you do your competencies. So don't owe Kendra me now. But anyway, I have 3 patients. I'm tripled, which is fine. And I think it's going to be a good day. It's going to be busy, but yeah. I will see you guys later. I'm not going to vlog this shift. So let me get to work, because I also have some studying to do while I'm here today. Okay. multitasking. Free at last. It's about 7:45. Just got to my car. This shift wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. I was tripled till about 2 o'clock, and then they had me give one of my patients up, so everything went smooth. And I didn't get a chance to tell you guys last night about my physical assessment examination. I think I did pretty well. I did miss a couple of points because I just forgot certain things, like to assess on my partner. But I think I'm going to get a very good grade on it. So I'm glad that is a thing of the past, because those cranial nerves had me stressed out. Good morning. I am late. What did I hit? I hit stop instead of snooze. So I just got here. It's like 7:15. I did call them though. I was like, listen, I'm on my way. I overslept. So usually when that happens, what I'll say is, the nurse that's giving me report, you don't have to wait for me. Just like you can leave me a brief written update and I'll figure it out, because that's what nursing is. All it, usually most of the time is us figuring it out, putting the pieces together. So, oh God, and it was right into the bathroom to freak out. So I got here, got report on one patient that was pretty simple, straightforward. And then they just told me, okay, we're gonna give that patient to someone else because we have someone in the emergency room that needs to come up that's coded twice in the emergency room. And I'm like, I didn't come here for all of this. Like, I don't like taking the sickest patients in a hospital that I'm not familiar with. Like, I've only been here, what, a month? Y'all not supposed to be giving that to me. Give that to one of y'all regular staff members. Like, not me. I'm supposed to be like taking just the basic ICU patients, the ones that, have just basic things going on. Now y'all want to give me the patient that's coded, intubated, need to be on the flow tracker, needs to have a new line placed because the first line is dirty. Like, yo, I was not coming here for the point in my nursing career where I just want to cruise, like smooth sailing. I don't need all of the excitement. I've never been an adrenaline junkie. Like, I don't, like some nurses thrive on that, like that rush of adrenaline and oh my goodness, the patient coded and I had to do this and I had to do that. That's never excited me, which is why I'm even questioning now, what am I doing in the ICU? Like, I need to be on somebody's rehab floor taking care of patients that just recently had their hip or their knee replaced, because the adrenaline rush is not for me. Like, it's never been, which is the reason why I would never survive in an emergency room. I don't do trauma because it's just not my thing. So I have some serious reevaluation of my career. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I forgot my badge, meaning that some of the doors that I need to like get into, you have to have a badge. So I'm going to be having to ask my coworkers all day, can you badge me in? Can I borrow your badge to get in? Like, I don't know what happened to me this week. Very unlike me. I usually leave my badges in the car so that way when I pull up, bam, grab my badge, ready to go. This week, I think it was due to the studying that I've been doing. Also, the physical examination assessment that I just had to do in school on Thursday. I think that like just the whole week has been hectic for me. But I need to get my mind right because this patient's going to be coming from the ER very soon and it's going to be lights, camera, action. So I'm going to try to catch up with you guys during the shift. I'll let you all know how things went. If not, I'll see you later when the workday is over. Pray for me, y'all. Finally, lunchtime. The World Cup is playing in the back. I don't know what team is playing. It's past 2 o'clock. It's actually closer to 3, I think. And it has been a very eventful morning, to say the least. I'm going to try to hurry up and eat because I have a patient that's up in the bathroom getting washed up. So I need to eat and then hurry up and get back out there so I can get them in the chair and take care of that. But I'll update you guys later on the very eventful morning that I had. This is my lunch. I was already eating and then I was told that my patient was calling and needed to go to the bathroom. So I went to go help him and now I'm back. What I have is, what did I make? Half of baked sweet potato, some asparagus that I sauteed last night, and of course a piece of salmon that I grilled on my handy dandy George Foreman grill. I'm out of here. It's nice outside, not bad at all. Listen. Remember I told you guys I was up for the admission? So I got that admission. When that patient got up to the floor, I looked at him. I said, I was like, I don't know if he's going to make it. Long story short, remember I said he coded twice in the emergency room? What I mean by that is he basically cardiac arrested. They resuscitated him. He came up to the ICU. I was his nurse. Well, at that point, when a patient is that sick, the patient belongs to everybody. Like, everyone that's available chips in to care for the patient. So it's not necessarily my patient alone. I mean, if we stabilize the patient, and of course for the rest of the shift, I would assume care. But while everything is going on, everyone is all hands are on deck. Sad to say that my patient did not make it. He actually cardiac arrested twice for us, and we tried everything to resuscitate him while he was on the unit with us, but it did not work out. Having a patient pass is never easy, and having to watch the family cry and mourn the sudden loss of their loved ones it's never easy. It's actually very painful to watch. So once the family came, they got his belongings, and this guy was young. He was only 44. Once they came and got his belongings and they left, after we did the paperwork, I proceeded with post-mortem care. When a patient passes, as nurses, we perform what's called post-mortem care. And there's no set standard on how to perform the care, but what I do, part of my practice is whenever I'm handling a deceased body, before I actually bag the body, like put it in a body bag, I remove all of the IVs, remove all of the tubes, everything that's in the patient. Now, if the patient's going to have an autopsy, we leave everything in. Or if there's some religious considerations, then we find out and then we leave the body as is, or however it's supposed to be, based on, you know, that person's culture and religion. But this patient, I was able to remove all of his tubes, all of his IVs, and I actually gave the body a bath. Like, I don't like putting my patients into a body bag soiled. I gave him a full, complete soap and water bath, and then I got help from 2 other nurses to help bag his body up, and eventually they came and picked him up and took him down to the morgue. So that was my day. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.